How do you know if you're finally ready to hire a virtual assistant? That's the question I've been asked for over 15 years, and I can tell you the answer might surprise you. Because the truth is, it's not about being more organized or having everything figured out. In fact, if you're exhausted, missing family events, or working late nights just trying to keep up, you're already closer than you think. Most entrepreneurs I meet are stuck in the same cycle, working harder and harder, but never quite breaking through to the freedom or income they want. In this video, I'll show you how to know for sure if now is the right time to hire a VA and how doing it can give you back your time, your profits, and even your peace of mind. I've spent the last 15 years building businesses with virtual assistants. At one point, I was working 80 hours a week and couldn't break 500K until I finally learned this shift. So let's break it down step by step, starting with the real signs you're ready for a virtual assistant. Like I said, 15 years ago, I was super stressed. I hired some local employees, but it's expensive. They're not working as hard as I want them to. One of my local employees actually left me in the middle of our busy season, and I was getting so frustrated. And one day, one of the agents gave me a call, and I was like, man, you sound like you have an accent, but you work for a really big company in America. Who are you? Where are you from? And he told me that they're from Philippines. And for me, I was like, if the big company can hire Filipino to work and still ask for my social security number, I bet I can use a virtual assistant too. And why would I think about doing it? There's no way that I can do everything myself. There's just really no way that I can do everything myself. I want to, because if I do it myself, everything will be perfect. Am I right? If it is right, tell me down below. Yes. If I'm doing it, everything's going to do it according to plan. But I just don't have the time to do everything that I want to do. You're not wrong. We are on the same boat. So I was like, I'm a small business. After COVID, things are getting expensive. I still want to get a lot of things done. I still want to give my clients a really good price. So what am I going to do now? That's virtual assistant. If you're thinking, man, I really wanted to get 40 other things done or 20 other things done or even one other things done, but I just don't have the time to get it done and I have limited budget, then one thing that you want to think about is you are ready to hire a virtual assistant. I used to work for 80 hours a week and couldn't hit $500,000. Why? Because I was doing the $5, $10, $15, maybe $20 an hour task. What are those? Checking emails, create core cards, doing video editing, even reach out in social media engagement and get leads coming through, work on my website. These are busy work, but a lot of these are not money generating and you can easily delegate out to somebody. This is what I always say. If you want to make your first million, if you already make more than first million, tell me down below so I know how to serve you better. But if you're doing under $1 million and you want to make more than $1 million, that means that you are actually worth $500 an hour if you're only working 40 hours a week out. Okay. Some people say, Phyllis, I need to get organized before I hire a virtual assistant. Let me tell you this. You are wrong lovingly. I love you. That's why I'm telling you the truth. Because if you're not going to be organized, a lot of the time it's because either you're too busy or you're just not an organized person. So how do you know you need to hire a virtual assistant? If you consistently cannot keep yourself organized, then now is a good time for you to hire a virtual assistant so that they can get you organized. I love my Grace, right? Every morning, she would tell me, boss, this is all that you need to do in your calendar. Hey, boss, reminder, you have a 12 o'clock appointment. Hey, boss, I have put all these files into the Google Drive already. Hey, boss, I already get AI to analyze this. Everything looks good. But I don't really necessarily want to spend time in my software. So I just let Grace know, hey, Grace, I need to do this. And the most amazing thing is that even though they're not physical, they're virtual, but with the app on your phone, it feels like it is physical. I just literally drop the message, hey, do this, do that. And she will manage to get that into all the software that we need and getting the work done. Somebody really asked me, Phyllis, can I get virtual assistant to clean my pool? I say yes. Your pool will be clean. The virtual assistant can post an ad or go to one of those websites to look for a cleaner, schedule it, allow them to come to your house to clean it. And if you give them an access to one of your credit cards, and they can even pay for the cleaners. So ultimately, can your VA clean the pool? Yes, because they don't have to do the work. They just have to schedule it and get other people to do. So I delegated to her. She delegated to somebody else. I am currently actually at Tony Robbins Business Mastery. And I walk out on Keith Cunningham. Sorry, Keith. This is my fifth time hearing about the dial. I love it. One thing he continuously repeat is that if you want to create a big life and a big business, you need to learn how to leverage. It's not that successful people are successful. It's just that they know how to leverage. McDonald's does not have the best tasting burgers, but they have the most consistent burgers that can get done by anybody being paid at the lowest hourly rate. They have created systems that allow them to consistently doing it. And you ask me, Phyllis, I understand that. I want to get into 7 figures within a year. Instead of hiring 1 virtual assistant, you might need to hire five virtual assistants so they can do 20% of you, and they go deeper and give you the 5x return that you're looking for. And if that is what you're looking for, you are ready to hire a virtual assistant. When is now a good time for you to hire a virtual assistant? Because you are ready to hire a virtual assistant. Because there's 2 ways that you can use a virtual assistant. Hey, mommy's kind of busy. Can you play with VA Cherry? They're going to be playing with you on Roblox or Minecraft or some Pictionary or whatever over the Zoom until mommy finished the call. So the kids not feeling like nobody's caring about. Or the second piece is, hey, VA Cherry, I need to spend time with my kids. That's very important. Please finish that email, that PowerPoint, that project that we need to get done. And then I will come in and check after I hang out with my children. That is what I do all the time. You ask me, Phyllis, how do you do that? I actually have decided money, time. I rather choose time instead of money because just how Myron Golden, my coach, said, money is something that you can always get back. If you lose the time, you will no longer get the time back. That's the reason why time is much more valuable than money. Your kids will only be 11 years old one time. Alex is 11. Troy is 9. I wanted to travel the world with them. I wanted to spend as much time with them until they become teens and then become a young adult and become an adult. I don't want to miss any of those times. I want to be the coolest mom. But at the same time, I don't want to sacrifice. I don't want to sacrifice a business. I don't want to sacrifice the impact that I can create. What is in my control? In my organization, I have about 30 virtual assistants that are working with me in my organization at any given time. One of them is working on my life, my calendar, my email, making sure everything is good. Number 2 is working on my social media, making sure that I'm engaging in the posts, make sure that I say happy birthday to people, make sure that I regularly post social media posts on the groups and things like that to get engagement so that people know I am around. I have a EA that's specifically working on YouTube with me every morning. She'll come in and say, these are the top trending videos. Wouldn't you like to do something similar to it? And that's what I did with her. And she looked through it and figure out how to crack the code, okay? And then I also have an accounting EA who help pay all the bills, all the payrolls, and take care of me. May sometimes tell me, Phyllis, I think you spend too much on coaching. You might have to chill it in communicating with my tax accountant to make sure that things are getting done, right? I myself, without thinking of the whole company, I already have quite a few EA that I'm working on. How would you like that? I probably travel 9 months out of a year. However, my business is still consistently growing. How? Because I hire EA and I have an EA team. I have a VA team that allowed me to do that. Wouldn't that be good for you too? Imagine one day you wake up, you don't have anything else to do, you don't have any customer complaint, everything is done. And I promise you, I know you're gonna freak out. You're like, something is wrong because there's nothing wrong in my world, right? You can actually sip your coffee, really watching your news, enjoying the scenery, and then hang out with your kids. But at the same moment, the money in your bank account is still growing, consistently coming in. There's no stress at all. I know it is really hard to hear that there's no stress because we, as identity, we almost crave for stress. That's the reason why when we are a solo entrepreneur, we're consistently under stress because there's so many things to do and I cannot get it done. So do you think you are ready to get a virtual assistant? If this is the question, if you want to have impact, you still want to have a lot of income, you still want to have your identity back to do what you really like to do, and at the same time get your time back to spend with your family members so they don't think that you are just an absent parent, then you are ready to hire a virtual assistant. I wasn't born with the silver or a golden spoon. So what I do is I set goals with my virtual assistant. I let them know, I'm hiring you to make me money so I can pay you. Here is the goal, whether it's an individual goal or a company goal. If we don't hit it for 3 months, then I'm sorry, you're out. Or maybe it's a month. So in that way, they can focus on the task that is money generating for you too, or remove some of the tasks from you so that you can work on money generating business. Does it kind of make sense? I thought that made a whole lot of sense to me, because that is how I run my business. Every person, I usually max them out for at least 40 to 50 hours. And I have a scoreboard to keep track of, are they effective? Are they not effective? Are they working? Are they not working? And then after that, I make sure that I evaluate it. And if it doesn't work out, honestly speaking, I just let them go. But if it did work out, you know why? Because you won a lottery. You won a lottery. Moving forward, this 25% of tasks you no longer have to do, even though it is already done every single day. You just don't have to do it. How amazing is that? Am I right? I know. You really enjoyed that too. If you have any questions, feel free to drop it down below. I would love to hear your feedback about this video. And let me know what other limiting belief or struggle or stories that you have for yourself that you cannot hire a virtual assistant. All right. I look forward to talk to you soon in the next video.